Hey everybody, so it's me, the head of the podcast episode 4, named...
We've all had that experience when...
Okay, and Adam, one of our guests, has a very special message.
I messed up. I messed up real bad. So the way we record podcasts is by using OBS.
And one mic.
And one mic, obviously. And I messed up. I ended the recording too quickly and I didn't let it finish rendering. So the podcast was originally 1 hour and 2 minutes. And now there's only 48 minutes left because I clicked the stop recording button too early while it was rendering. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the podcast play out as it did. And then towards the end, we're gonna cut it off where it cuts off and we're going to kind of sloppily recreate what happened.
You'll know when it comes up. You'll be able to tell because I'll tell you, and if that's not the case, you'll be able to tell because it's just two people being like, Now I'm gonna go whip Adam for his crimes.
Okay, please.
Hey everybody, welcome to Four Guys, Four Guys, One Mic. My name is Griffin, I'm the host. I'm a little out of... Alright,
It's Griffin!
I'm back! Alright, so...
I'm Adam. Shut up, little bro. Move on. Move on.
Okay, so yeah, that's who we have at the podcast today. We have a couple things we want to talk about. I've been missing for 2 episodes.
Unbelievable. He's got a 50% attendance rate.
All right, how do you guys feel about that?
Failing, bro.
Failing, bro.
Unbelievable.
What do you think, Adam, about that?
About the fact that you're not ever here?
Yes.
I think it, I don't know, it makes it easier to edit sometimes.
Fuck you.
Where have you been?
I was out to get the milk. I'm back now.
No,
The
what?
milk?
No.
MELK.
No, hold up. Like, legit, where has this kid been?
Where's little bro been?
I've been traveling. I went up to a college that I will not describe, and I was...
Plug!
I went to plug.
I was up there, I was going, ooh yeah.
Hurt my elbow.
Fucking idiot. And
So-
then I went down to Florida, and now I'm back.
Gotcha. So this is what it's like to have money, yes?
Yes, yeah.
I don't think I've been in another state since summer, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna start this off. So you guys already discussed my throwing up incident in episode 2.
This-
Oh,
Second episode,
when he was skiing. When you-
Do you want to hear my perspective?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like, just walk We us heard through from it. my perspective where it was all about me.
Yeah.
You're just barfing and I'm making. Oh no, it's so gross.
You fucking nuts.
Throwing up in my car? Are you for real?
You're such a narcissist, bro. You're like, oh, it's my car. Fuck.
It's his car.
It was my car.
It was
You're throwing up all over my car, bro. I don't
My
even look at you, bro.
So it was a big ski trip. It was a big. Yes, it was. And my mom got like really, really sick beforehand, but I felt great. So,
Didn't your mom stay home?
Yeah, she stayed home. She was supposed to come. And we went all the way up there, and everything's fine. It's like,
Shut up, bro.
He's talking.
I'm talking, you dumb bitch! So we all went up, except for my mom. And like first 2.5 days, I was fine. And then I wasn't. Like
First like 3 days.
Yeah,
This kid
first,
was- he was chilling.
But the ending of the 3rd day, I was starting to have a little bit of issues. And then after that, it was all downhill. And
Mask reference.
And I tried to ski, and I skied the 4th day, and then that 6th day I quit.
Yeah.
Well, it was the 5th day, right? Was the one I threw up.
No, the
It was
final
like-
day.
Oh, it was
our return trip.
Yeah, it was the 6th day. Sorry. So we're driving there, and it is a windy road. It's Vermont. So we're going up and down and little twists and turns, but it wasn't that big of a deal. And the entire time, I was laying there like I was in a fucking morgue, just like.
All trip long, Griffin made this playlist of like these old rock songs, and then like Dream On, you know.
I love
Give us a little sample. Give us a little.
So it was like the chain, like we won't ever break the chain, But then like every so often it would be like, Dream On, Dream On. And it was cool because it was 12 songs long or like 14 songs long, so it repeated every day.
Hey, I updated it overtime.
Well, like
He added 3 extra songs to his chill.
So it was not a really lot, but like he plays this playlist the whole time, the same 14 like old rock songs. But finally on the last day, he's so sick, he's softly moaning, he's like complete, he's like out of it, he's in like a daze, and he just starts playing like Zelda remixes of like favorite like Zelda songs.
Yeah, I was playing like lo-fi remixes to calm my nerves.
Did you throw up at any point before?
No.
You were just.
I didn't expect
What
it.
did you
He was
feel
like stockpiling it.
Yeah, I felt sick, but I didn't actually feel that sick in the stomach.
It was like more in like your head.
Yeah, it was just like I felt like shit. That's the sound I made.
Maybe if you just stop thinking about it, then it won't be that big of a problem. if
Well,
it's all in your
that's
head.
what I tried to do. Okay,
It's literally all in his head. It's literally all in your head. It's
Oh,
all in your head.
So I was sitting there like, like trying not to be too obvious with the fact that I was literally dying and my soul was leaving me.
Yeah.
And we're going down, and all of a sudden I felt my mouth start to water.
That's
And
when
then
it's over.
Yeah, that's when it's over. I felt like my mouth started to water a bit, like it was preparing to. Instead of taking something in like I normally do with Zach,
It was
I
gonna
was
ejaculate.
yeah, it was like reverse ejaculation.
Expel.
Expel.
Going to expel my
And I was
fluids.
Oh no! And I knew it immediately, and I said, "I'm gonna." I rolled down the window. I was like,
Did you
"Guys."
actually say I'm
He
gonna?
didn't say anything.
No, I didn't say anything because
His
it happened.
mind.
Well, I was
I'm
like,
gonna bust.
I was
Lord
like,
of bust.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to.
well, I didn't believe it. I was in denial. I was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Did you know you were gonna throw up, or you? Were just like, oh, well,
I knew it, but I didn't want to know it. Like I
I
rolled,
feel that.
I rolled down the window, and I was like, "I'm not doing it. I'm not doing."
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it just started coming, and I think none of it got inside. Like I'm pretty sure I stuck my head out the window in time.
It got on the side of the car.
All over the side of the car.
Oh, man.
At first, I was just my head, like my chin. I thought maybe it was a little bit, and then I was like, and I was like, no, it's not a little bit. So I leaned all the way out, and my ass was fucking hanging in Zach's face.
No way.
For the audience, Goober
He
just
starts
got
farting.
up off his beanbag and is putting his ass in my face.
And I was like, yeah! And I was leaning out more and more every time I threw up. And all of a sudden, and I don't know what to think. I'm like, oh my god, my car is covered in shit. Zach has to slow down. What hap-
Wait. Rewind.
Did somebody say poop car?
Poop car!
What half of your body was sticking out the vehicle?
Dude, his mouth was out the vehicle, his butt was in the vehicle, so throw up on the outside,
Dude.
poop on the inside.
Imagine if it was just a double whammy. Both streets were
Oh,
fucking
God.
just thrown out the side
Every
of the
action
car.
has an equal opposite reaction.
I think Zach would kill himself.
No, I would have killed.
No,
I would have
which-
just straight up just got out of the car and just shot myself.
Zach, I know we all know you're like a germaphobe, right?
Yeah.
So which side would you rather get, the diarrhea side or the throw up
The throw
side?
up side, I
The
think.
throw up
Really?
side? I would take
Why not?
throw up.
I feel like that's yeah.
No, you're gross for thinking
No,
the
I wanna get
opposite.
pooped on.
Dude, you
Shut up,
are.
I like
Shut up, Adam.
That's
Because everyone, because like
disgusting.
everyone has a little experience with a bit of throw up on them.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You have a little, because you've thrown up in your life and you get on your hands. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but like
happened
we've
to
all
everyone.
had the experience where we pooped ourselves.
Oh yeah.
We've all had that experience where we wipe and the toilet paper rips and you just get like all 4 of your fingers just grabbing
All four.
And then you
We
sniff.
all have that experience where you're like going home from medieval times. It's like a 3-hour drive, and then like when you're like an hour away from home, you like poop your pants, but it's like diarrhea, and it's like dripping down your jeans, and your jeans are brown.
we all have that one experience when you're waiting in line at Disney World to get and then you're sick, so then you fart, but then you actually poop your pants, and you have to walk a mile to go to the nearest bathroom to get all the poop out because poop's just dribbling down your shorts.
Listen, we've all had the experience where we get in the shower when we're 7 years old, and we have to, and we think to ourselves, wow, I have to fart really, really badly, so we fart, and then we look down and there's little poop samples coming out, and it's like we don't even realize we fart. We look down and then in the water coming in is little things of poop that go down the drain, and you're like, oh my god, Mom, I just pooped in the shower. Can you please bleach this? Okay.
Wait! We've all had that one experience where you're in a karate outfit because you just got over and you really have to pee really, really bad. So what you do is you hold your penis to make sure no pee comes out, and then you let it go, and pee just goes everywhere.
No.
Those white pants.
It's a fucking shotgun. It's a
We've all
shotgun.
had that experience, you know, when you're in kindergarten and you ride on the bus and you tell your friend, man, I really gotta poop, and he says it's not that big of a deal, and you literally poop your pants as he's walking off the bus.
Dude, we literally all have that experience where 6 months ago you were hanging out with Peyton and, and you're standing in your room talking to your mom and you have to poop, you have to fart because you think it'd be funny and you fart really loudly and you accidentally get a little poop smear between your butt cheeks.
When you say, oh my gosh, I literally just pooped my pants.
Is anyone here? Is anyone here so caked up that when you wipe your butt, it gets trapped by your massive cheeks? Is that just me?
No, I just have like hairs. I don't shave my butt, so it's like spaghetti.
Who does?
It's like spaghetti and meatballs. It's
you
like
shave your
spaghetti and
asshole?
meatballs. It's
no.
like spaghetti and meatballs.
I would.
You guys want to see it? You guys want to see it?
Yeah, I said I would like to, but I don't have the equipment.
And would you rather like lawnmower 4.0 kind of deal?
Yeah.
Would you rather lawnmower your butthole cleaner or would you rather just get a wax in one go?
Lawnmower. I'm going
Because
lawnmower.
you can actually put razors right up to your butthole.
Really?
Like, not like
No, because they have like
You can-
butthole shavers.
Yeah, you can
They
put
do.
like electric ones are relatively safe, like touching the skin of your butthole.
Yeah, it isn't like
Wait,
hurt.
do you guys
It's like the same thing as if you were like using an electric shaver and it touched your lips.
have you
Of
ever
course
touched
you
your
know
butthole?
Yeah.
Have you ever like put a whole hand inside your butthole? Like we've all been there.
Yeah, we've all been there.
all
We've
been
put a
there.
couple
Alright,
fingers up your butthole.
Scratch
Okay,
it,
guys,
it's fine.
guys. Okay, so Zach did not stick his fingers up my butt while I was throwing up.
Okay.
Disappointingly so.
Okay.
But as I was throwing up,
Yep.
this is the funny part. So I'm throwing up, and I'm leaning out so far that my head is basically down. Like you could chop my head off at this point.
Guillotine position.
Guillotine position, and I'm fucking hauling. It's all just splattering onto my car, and the first thing that goes through my mind is what happens if there's a car behind us and they're angry. We are so fucked. And then the second thought was, my glasses slipped off, and I'm like, oh my god! I was like, oh my god, yes! And my
We got a
glasses went
10 out of 10 reenactment right here.
and they went flying. And of course, I threw up on them as they slipped down.
Oh,
So they
no.
went flying with throw up onto the road. And I'm like, I can't not see for like the 5-hour drive home.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my god. And it basically abated a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then Zach pulled over, and I'm still like, like I'm making sure it's all gone. And I just swivel. I get out, and I'm like, my glasses.
How far did you drive until you pulled over?
You
couple
drove like
feet.
100 miles, bro.
No, we drove like a couple hundred feet.
He kept driving while I was throwing up.
He reacted to the throw up. You know, it was like, I gotta pull over now. You know, slow
There was
down,
no
pull over.
shoulder. There was no drive. I was like, we have to keep going to find a driveway to turn
I
around.
was
dude.
so
Was there
upset.
nowhere to pull over? Was it like on a mountain or something?
Yes, we are in the mountains.
Yeah, no, like it was
That's
like right
awesome.
next to like a little valley
Oh,
area.
actually?
We are in the mountains.
We are in the mountains. Now,
There are
there,
trees, but all over. I'm like, all right, we need to find a place to like. we
and
have to, like-
there was no place.
Yeah, so I had to drive like half a mile to go find a driveway.
And then what happened was, so I understood why you do that, but in the middle of throwing up, I was like, why are you stop? I didn't say anything, but in my head I was like, stop
he
the
said-
fucking car.
He said, "Stop."
Did I actually say? I think I did. Actually.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I did. But in my head, like at the beginning, before I yelled that, I was thinking that, like, why isn't this bitch stopping?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean,
Because
but
I couldn't see. I was so
Yeah.
focused on shit.
also your
just
fucking glasses fell off, so
Yeah.
no shit they wouldn't you wouldn't be able to see.
and that was that was the
That was the reaction of the people behind you just walking.
There was nobody behind us. We were in the
Yeah,
middle of the mountains.
we were
Then why?
so-
Then you could have just actually just stopped in the middle of the road.
We did stop in the middle of the road for a while.
Oh.
Like when we got Grumman's glasses, we stopped in the middle of the road and nobody passed us.
Oh shit.
yeah.
You should have parked on the other side of the road so that way somebody could have hit you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, what'd you do? You just like picked up your glasses, like kind of looked up.
Well,
like,
first
the
we had to
sepals
pause
off
the
of them,
chain
just
by
like-
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, we had to finish the song.
No, dude.
No, I
That's foul.
so we missed plug. Fuck, bleep that out.
Figure that out.
This woman helped us out. She provided us with like
You could just say Zach's mom.
Yeah.
no. Woman provided us with stuff, and we cleaned off this. Well, I didn't do it. I was sitting in the lodge on a couch trying to go to bed. I was so done. And then they kicked me out of that too.
The
Yeah, it was. I was in
Like
the
the
lodge
lodge people
common
Kicked you
area.
out.
This lady, you know the lodge common area, not
Yeah,
the
I know
one.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I was just there sleeping, like kind of. I
Oh,
couldn't.
I thought you were homeless.
I couldn't get. Well, you would think, but I couldn't get to sleep the whole time. So I was just on my phone, and people saw me, and some of the people there were walkos, but they never bothered me. And
Yeah.
why as I went to bed, one decided to walk up and wake me up and being like, so what's going on here? I immediately did not appreciate the attitude.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick as fuck right now, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with bullshit. So I look at her, I'm like, I'm trying to sleep. And she's like, you can't do that here. And I was like, okay.
You probably should have said something like, I'm waiting for my friends to get done skiing.
I was so tired.
Yeah.
Well, and they were like, are you a skier? And I'm like, yeah? Why would I walk I didn't say this, but I was like, why would I walk all the way up this fucking mountainside just to sleep in your goddamn lodge? I could probably find some reed-wooden lodge on the way there.
Because you're homeless.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
as a homeless person, I wouldn't make that trek.
No, but like homeless people, you gotta think like what type of mental state are they in, you know? Because there's this homeless dude in around where I live, and he actually walks from like Laurel to Salisbury.
No
like,
shot.
daily.
Really?
I think I might have seen him.
What is the mentality of this dude? Like I want to like pull over and talk to him, but I legit like don't think he would even talk to me.
Oh, he might
just
kill you.
because of like the mindset that he has. He's just like completely
he's on a mission.
I think
like different.
He's
One
on a
time,
mission.
I didn't think it was Seaford to Laurel, but I was dropping off my car from after it got like wrecked, and it's like finally like in the shop, and we dropped it off. I saw this guy walking. He was walking from Seaford to Laurel, and so he was like starting in Seaford by the time I left, and by the time I came back like 20-30 minutes later, he was still walking on the side of the road, but this time he was actually in Laurel. I was
Yeah.
like, what is this dude doing?
And
That's
he-
crazy.
Like in the summertime, he walks around just legit just barefoot on the asphalt.
That's
tank
Whoa.
top shorts.
insane.
That guy's a beast.
And he's got like a pillowcase that's like a bag or something.
That's the original Liver King, bro.
He's crazy.
Buddy has the mentality of a god.
Yeah.
So, alright, I think we can move on now.
Okay, it's all been cleared up. We know
Yeah.
all sides of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gordon, do you? Okay, this is like this is related to the homeless guy. Do you know who Seth is? Do you remember who Seth was?
Yeah.
Like the famous homeless guy around here.
Yeah.
Can we just real quick, like 3 minutes, tell the story of Seth because it kind of relates?
Yeah.
So around here, there was this guy who was homeless, and he was like this like white dude with curly hair, and he was real scruffy and tall as hell.
Yeah.
And people would just see him walking around all the time, and everyone like learned his name, and just like around the community, he was just known as Seth.
Yeah.
Just Seth.
Like one time, I was at McDonald's, and Seth was sitting next to us, and we were probably like 8 years old at the time. And like my whole family is like pointing at this guy who's sitting right next to us, like, Mom, look, it's Seth. You know? This is just random homeless guy. He's like looking at us like we're fucking crazy because we all are, 'cause we're pointing at this homeless guy.
Yeah, it's like
wild
a
animal.
It's like a human zoo.
It's a zoo. Yo, my favorite one. It's Seth.
God, caged animals. We used to always like point him out when we drove past him. It was awesome. And then like we got like a job as like a sign flipper at like some places, and it was like, oh man, it's Seth.
It's
And then
Seth.
one day a news article came out saying that Seth had been put into jail for like 12 years because he was breaking into people's homes and sleeping in there. And he did this like 8 times.
No, Seth, buddy.
Let my boy free.
No.
There's
Let
nothing
Seth
wrong.
free,
Hold on.
Let
This is
Seth
actually
out.
this is genius. He broke into their houses because he didn't have a home, and now he gets arrested and he has a place to sleep every night for 12
Genius,
years,
bro.
guaranteed. 12
Rent
years.
free. Rent free.
Bro, he doesn't have to pay
Free
nothing.
food,
Free meals, free
Some
bed.
people
no
do that.
taxes.
That is,
Dude, I'm paying for his rent. What?
yeah.
You know, some people do that. Like they can't adapt or survive in like normal society,
so
so
they just
they
go back to
purposely
jail.
commit crimes
To
or
get a-
find ways to get into jail because they just do much better on that.
I read this one. I didn't read this article. I saw
That's Seth.
I saw an image of this, and it might not be real, so I don't know. But it was like,
Guy robs a bank. He robs a bank for like $1 or something. To get arrested so he can have a free bed and free food. Police shoot him dead.
Let's go.
Like sometimes that works. Sometimes it really doesn't.
There's also
yeah, maybe
death,
armed bank robbery isn't the
Yeah.
play.
There's also suicide by police. So like there are people
I've
who
heard of that,
purposely
yeah.
threaten
Oh.
policemen so they get shot.
Yeah, that's just school shootings nowadays.
Yeah,
like,
and I hate
hate
it.
to like pull that
Everybody-
out of the blue because that's like,
Yeah.
you know, very
No, but
rough
it's
topic.
true. It's true.
No, but the thing is that almost every school shooter either like just kills himself.
Or gets folded. Like the one in fucking like Kentucky or Tennessee, the police went in there within like 3 minutes of being notified, found him, and just folded that
Yeah.
fucker.
What's crazy is that
He looked like a lawn chair.
I don't remember which school shooter this was. I think it was Parkland. It was the one that was on JCS, the guy who pretended to be insane.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
the
yep,
Parkland
yep.
shooting. The thing is that nobody knew who did it for like 3 hours. Like what happened was he shot up the entire school, left, went to McDonald's with one of the brothers of the people
Yeah.
he shot,
Seth
I
moment.
remember that.
and then he walked out of the McDonald's, and then he got arrested. Like if he literally just, if he kept going, and
That's what he
didn't-
said when the police caught him.
Like obviously the police would have been like, oh, it's this fucking guy. But if he just kept going, like it'd probably be like, who did this? You know? It's just like. So, but then again, most people who are like stupid enough to shoot up a school wouldn't be smart enough to like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna escape.
I still can't get over that fucking Tennessee person because they were folded backwards, and I keep laughing at it because I'm like, you got fucking folded like a burrito, dumb
Legit
bitch.
folded.
Legit
Legit
folded.
folded.
Burrito?
Like
No,
taco?
taco, like actually folded, like legs, front, body, back, folded, bro.
So me every time I have sex with
Yes,
Zach.
yes. Okay,
Bro, hit me with the
so moving
Throwing
on.
with the triple quintuple chin.
So
quintuple.
everyone here, I have a thing. So we have to figure out. There's a word that we have discovered called scrungle, and we have to figure out what the scrungle is.
Yes.
In order to figure it out,
It's not what you think.
in order to figure it out, everyone's gonna get a chance to present what they think a scrungle would be, and then we vote
What?
on whoever made the
Do we
best
not
one.
know?
switch.
Is the scrungle like no? Is it?
So
No, I found it. I legit
what
found
happened is I was making podcast ideas and I had this thought. What is the scrungle? It is that!
Let me see.
Oh, we found the scrungle! Oh! You have to post a photo of that.
Scrungle is the
It's
scrungle.
not scrungle, bro.
Okay.
I guess there's no point in talking about this anymore. Move on, next topic.
Okay, well, alright.
The scrungle is number 1 NA.
Alright, so I had 2 ideas for the scrungle. Now we know that
Yeah.
the mystery is done. But my idea was
We gotta
it
get a
was-
picture of that and put it on.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'll do. No, I won't do that. No, I won't do that.
You guys will never know what the scrungle is.
Never.
Unless they post it, then you know what the scrungle is.
So
So,
Like,
my idea was it was like, it's the scrungle sounded like bally. So my first thought was it's like that line in between your balls.
Really?
That was like, that sounds like a
the
scrungle.
scrungle.
You know
That's
what
the
I was
scrungle.
thinking? I was
the
thinking.
inseam of your balls.
Yeah. Yeah,
was
the
thinking-
inseam. When God
sewed
made
up.
when God made Earth, the inseam of the balls, he was like,
No,
yeah, that's.
are
the
you talking
scrungle.
about the seam between your butt, like your taint and your balls?
No, the
Nah.
seam between your balls, like ball 1, ball 2
Oh,
line.
the line.
Yeah,
I
like
was
the
thinking,
line.
you know, like when your balls are like kind of like compressed and there's like a bunch of wrinkles everywhere.
Like,
Yeah.
wait,
Is that the
like
scrungle?
when it's cold or?
Yeah, when it's
Yeah, it's
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking it was like
Not when
like
they
the
get
little-
crushed, Peyton. I
the
know you
little-
want
the
that.
little wrinkles in between.
That's the scrungle.
that
Oh, man.
could be considered the scrungle.
I thought
Yeah.
about that.
But I don't want to go in depth on what I think the scrungle is. I want everyone.
That's
to kinda,
the audience,
I
bro.
want everyone to go ahead and talk about what they think the scrungle is.
Yeah.
You know?
My other idea for the scrungle was it was like a fucking Dr. Seuss made up word. Like, the scrungle bumbled killing a cop. He fumbled a felony. The
Bars, write that down. Someone sample that.
Write that down.
5 bars, 5 seconds.
Alright, Zach, what do you think the scrungle is?
I took a very different approach with the scrungle was. Whenever I like imagine this, because I thought everyone already knew what the scrungle was, and I was just behind on it. It was like the glubber.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like you guys knew what the I thought I was just like you guys are just talking about the glubber, and I don't know what it is, but it was a definitive thing. I thought the scrungle has been a thing that I just didn't know what it was.
Nah.
The scrungle hasn't been a real thing.
No.
I was like I said, I was making podcast ideas and I was like, ooh, what is the scrungle? I was just thinking because it's like, think about it.
5 IQ activities right here.
Because think about it. If we have nothing to talk about and we discuss this thing that doesn't exist, the potential of what we can like talk about is crazy.
yeah, it's infinite.
It's like because if somebody's like, oh, I think the scrungle is when it's your balls or
The
something.
scrungle is when
And then you can be
Saddam
like,
Hussein.
"Ooh, I one time itched my balls so hard that it bled. I was in a shed. I was 11 years old. I was itching my balls and the blood came out of my penis. Just something
That's
like that.
that's a real scrungle. Maybe scrungle's a moment.
Like,
I took a different approach. I didn't know what it was, so I just imagined some like weird idea,
Yeah.
which was that it was like a teddy bear that was like very scruffy, and it was a communal thing that all 4 of us used that we came on, like, hung out, and that's why it was so scruffly. is because like the fur was getting hard from the semen.
How did that? Where did that come from?
It's like because the thing is, let me explain how I got here.
Yeah, stop.
Let me explain how I got here.
No, don't. I don't want to know.
When we have such an abstract concept as this fake thing, I don't even know where to like begin thinking. So like when Griffin was talking about what the scrungle is, and I tried to think of what it might be, that's just where I kind of went with it. I was like, well, it's furry for sure. And I thought like, oh well, now we're talking about balls. So like when you start talking about balls and fur, now I'm just thinking about a teddy bear that we come on. That's where I got.
I was gonna pull out this teddy bear that I got and be like, oh guys, look at this teddy bear. We're talking about teddy bears. But then you just start talking about coming on the bear, and I'm like,
You guys thought it was the skin in between your ball sacks.
I don't know, like maybe it was something like a wrapping paper, like
What the
tinfoil
first
or
of all, your answer is as correct as mine.
It is.
Hold up. No,
That's the beauty of the scrungle.
You're wrong. We know what the scrungle is, and I found him. Okay,
Peyton, what do you think the scrungle?
Well, my first approach to the scrungle was not disgusting like all of your guys. I thought it was just, something like the Glubber, some sort of mythical creature, some sort of idea.
Yeah, mine was a mythical creature of sort of idea.
the fucking
But
cum
That was
bear.
not a creature. That is a teddy bear.
But
No,
I
but
was-
with enough life bred into it.
No.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
it?
No.
Yeah,
It has its
into
own. It has its own ecosystem.
No,
Oh my
it fucking
God.
it'll start to animate because all of the cum together like creates a singular life form.
All right, Payne, keep going.
Father,
But, like,
why have you
you know-
created me?
On my search for the scrungle, I legit found him. Unlike you, none of you were searching hard enough because you could have found
You
the
weren't even
scrungle.
searching. You were
It
playing
came to
Splatoon
you.
3.
Yeah,
You were
the,
actually.
the
Struggle
scrungle.
came to you.
That's like if I was in school, right, and I was taking my psychology class, and one of the terms was scrunglydopolis. I could be like, oh, I just found the scrungle, guys. I've been searching so hard. What are you talking about balls for? I found
I
it.
found the struggling doppelganger.
I don't know why you guys are talking about scrungle balls.
The
I feel like there's a beauty in the fact that we both thought of kind of the same.
Yeah.
There's no beauty in what
No.
Zach thought of.
There's a lot of beauty in what I thought.
That does not have any beauty. That means you both are equally retarded. Is what it means.
well, hold on. Equally smart, okay?
Yeah,
Two
exactly.
minds.
See, our IQ was just too high for yours. You didn't even think of anything.
Yeah.
you
That
saw
Sleeping on
something.
the teddy bear, bro.
We can put the teddy bear away for that.
Yeah, no. I don't think I
No,
ever
we need
want
to bring the teddy bear out and use the struggle on the
All right,
podcast.
guys, let's start it. I mean,
Have you guys seen that video of that guy like fucking the fucking minion and it starts speaking?
That's part of where I got the idea
Oh my
from.
god.
Okay, alright guys. Okay, we're gonna
we're
move
done
on.
with this scrungle.
How much
We,
time we got? How
we
much time
discovered
we
the
got?
stuff.
Y'all are gross.
We got like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
So
we
since
got
it's
through 2 topics in 30 minutes.
since it's your birthday, do you guys discuss it last episode?
My birthday?
Discuss
Did you?
what?
No.
Okay, well
We
talked
played
about
poker last
We
time.
we played poker and all you can hear is just long silences with just like the clinking of chips. It's just like
No.
Are you guys for real?
Me
Yeah.
and Zach
Oh
need to
my
like
God.
narrate over it, like Negronu going for interesting play here.
what we should have done is we should have filmed us playing. We should have filmed us playing it and then that way.
We should have filmed us playing and then commentated over it.
Dude.
Yeah.
We can still do that. We
can
can
do
like
that.
yeah,
We can do
We can
that,
do that. We can do that when plug is introduced. You
No,
feel me?
but you have to do
What?
it. You have.
It's gonna be censored.
No,
we can.
can't.
No, I'm censoring.
No, but he's
that. No, because what we can do.
Save your coins.
Yeah.
Save your coins so we can like
I
quarters and
have-
stuff so we can like play with coins.
I have this
Oh, yeah,
creeper.
I have a lot of ones.
I have this creeper piggy bank that's filled with a bunch of coins I just have.
Also, if you guys do record the poker thing and post it, you have to have like golf fucking.
Yeah.
You have to have like golf
Ambience in the background.
No, like
10 hours of golf ambience to help you sleep.
No, like a golf announcer style. Like, look at that shot. Ooh.
No, there's
Amazing.
poker.
Good
There's
job.
poker like
Commentators.
Yeah, but don't do it like a poker commentator.
I'm
Be
gonna
like,
No, but they're really funny.
Yeah, that's so funny.
look at that card. Look at that card. draw.
Negronu is dirty dog.
All I'm saying is-
play here.
Daniel Negreanu with an unbelievable fake.
Like, all I'm gonna say here is that soon we're gonna have episodes where we're just gonna be doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Zach just brought it a little early, you feel me? He's just giving us a sample.
Are
of
these,
what's
are,
to
these,
come.
are these gonna be separate from the normal podcast, or is these like?
No,
Oh, this is the
episode
podcast.
13.
Hold
This
on,
is the
wait.
podcast.
Yeah.
When you were talking about golf, it kind of reminded me. There's this thirst trap girl on
Okay,
Instagram.
alright.
Yeah, alright, move on, move
on
on.
like Instagram. and
Peyton,
she
we
just
get it,
does,
you have no
golf
bitches.
stuff.
And
It's just
you
like-
didn't think of the teddy bear that we all came on?
Yeah.
She like pretends to be like playing
the
golf,
teddy
but
bear
she's
come
just
in?
like showing off her boobs.
I'm sure she's a terrible fucking golfer. Look, Peyton,
Probably.
Peyton, we know you're a Kumo that gets no goals. We don't have to go back to that.
Listen, bud.
He's literally bald.
Yeah, this thing is literally bald.
Okay, so
Listen, bud.
in honor of Adam's birthday, we're all going to talk about our favorite or most memorable birthday experiences. So they could be memorable in a bad way or memorable in a good way. Just a quick little
I
story.
don't even remember what I did yesterday, dude.
I feel like I don't know. We can talk about my 16th birthday.
Yeah.
What are we doing your 16th birthday?
I have
On
no
mine?
idea.
So what happened was, we all three of us kind of weren't in, like, we didn't all really like gel together yet. We all were still like kind of just like,
Yeah.
Was I there?
Yeah, you
were.
were there.
Yeah,
It
you
was
were
the
there.
first
You
time
were
we
there.
all hung out.
it was
Yeah.
the first time
Wait, did we play pool? Was I like popping off on pool?
No,
or
that
was
was
that a different
no,
thing?
that-
I think
that was
was
like
This was when we Max drove us around, like when we were skateboarding with Max.
So
okay, I, like,
you're
kind of
thinking
don't
about something during
remember that.
quarantine, but what happened was
Yeah.
it was the first time that I like Griffin, because me, Peyton, and like Zach had all hung out, like all three of us a couple times, but this was the first time we were introducing Griffin.
Yeah.
Whole new dynamic.
And
Whole new
obviously,
dynamic.
I know two of these people. I know Adam and Zach. I've known Zach for forever. I've known Adam for a decent amount. But Peyton was a mystical creature.
He met me once and we played Smash at Alex's birthday party.
Yes.
Renick and Alex, who is now a drug dealer.
Yeah.
yeah,
God.
Peyton, like, on the other interaction was like, oh, he's pretty good at Smash, but he was like the Skrungle, you know? I didn't
Yeah.
really know who he was or what he was,
Mythical
but I knew
being.
he was a thing.
It was just
Calling
like,
him
oh,
a cummed on teddy bear.
all Peyton was this mythical creature that we never elaborated on. Oh, Peyton, you gotta meet Peyton. Bro.
Yeah, everyone was like, you gotta meet
Peyton.
Peyton. He's so funny. I'm like, what the fuck is with this guy?
Yeah.
Alright, continue.
I mean, I don't really remember how it started. I mean, everyone came over. Zach had a really funny habit for, like, not habit. He had this really funny idea for our 16th birthdays where he would just go all out for our birthdays. For Griffin, he broke his, like, arm or something.
Yeah, that's also when we made one of our best videos.
I disagree. I think that video is bad.
Oh, it's bad, but it was the first.
It was one of the videos. It was one of the videos we made together.
No, it's bad, but it's great because it started out.
Yeah. But what happened was, so Zach gave him like a pair of crutches, like a helmet, and like a bunch.
I gave him like shoulder pad, like a
Yeah.
whole like chest pad from like my old lacrosse
Yeah,
gear.
like an entire like lacrosse like shoulder pads, just like in reference to the fact that he was crippled.
And also caution tape and like bubble wrap because
Yeah.
I always hurt myself.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
So on theme, he got somebody else like a Allah is calling shirt or something. Yeah, and like a shirt or something.
I got for, like when I was still friends. This is when I was still friends with. I got him a hat that said like "Don't mess with me, I'm gaming right now." Or something along those lines. I got him a shirt that said. It was like an iPhone thing, and it said Allah is calling, pick up, and then decline or accept. And then I got him like these white sweatpants that I literally took yellow paint on and made it look like they were piss stains.
That's so funny.
Oh wow.
I don't really remember what we did, but I think what we did was we played Boneworks.
We did.
We played Boneworks. Griffin played Boneworks. We did like the gun like training range thing, and then we planned out our next hangout, which would be Peyton's birthday, in like
Yeah.
2 months where we would watch the Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah.
But I think Zach can like kind of describe like the gifts that he gave me.
All right,
'Cause
so
they were insane.
like prior to this moment, we'd always talked about how Adam had like a fat ass. And
'Cause he
he's
does!
He does have fat ass. It wasn't really a joke. It was more of just an observation.
And
So
there was no. He's got
ba-
big boobs.
Big boobs, obviously, and this is around the boom of OnlyFans.
Yeah.
When OnlyFans was getting big, so we
Well,
always
I was
joked-
like subscribing to everybody.
oh, I was subscribed to at least 50.
I was kind of a pioneer of OnlyFans because what happened was I discovered OnlyFans before it got big. Anyways, keep going.
So we joked about getting like Adam an OnlyFans accounts, but I was like, okay, what if I got Adam like an OnlyFans starter kit? Right, I got him like a huge bra. I got him like some
It was like
extra small
triple
condoms.
D.
Yeah,
It was
I
animated.
You still have it?
I think it's in the back of my car still, but that bra has got me in trouble so many times
Oh
because
my
like
gosh.
people would just see the bra in the back of my car and be like, "Whose fucking bra is this?" Like that happened with my girlfriend where she opened the back of my car. She's like, "Adam, what is this? what is this in the back of my car? And it's like, it was a birthday gift. It was a birthday gift. I swear to you.
I swear, I was not having sex with the Triple D mommy milkers.
I swear to God.
This was Zach's long form plan to sabotage all of Adam's relationships.
Yeah, this was a plan 2 years in the making.
Yeah.
So I got him an OnlyFans starter kit, and I made him his own. Like it wasn't like it didn't like it wasn't like I cost me anything, but I like set up an OnlyFans account for Adam. But he couldn't even like monetize it or post anything because he had to.
16.
Yeah.
Well, what he did was he took the profile picture of my and like banner of my YouTube channel and made that the banner and profile picture for my OnlyFans. But the only difference was that it was blurrier and it had OF in really skinny text.
Because I took a picture of it, I went into Keynote on my iPhone, and then I inserted the picture, and then I took insert text box here, and I wrote OF, and then I re-screenshotted it again and cropped it to size, and that's how I made it.
Banging right there.
And so what we did was, he also got me. he texted me the night before saying, "Sorry, man, the dildo wouldn't arrive in time. So I was gonna get you one, but it wouldn't have shown up." So I was like, "Oh, that sucks." But he also got me rope and a banana instead.
And
Yeah.
tissues and lotion.
And lotion.
And lotion,
Yeah.
tissues,
But you
lotion,
forget the most
extra
important part.
The
extra.
What, the extra small condoms?
Yeah.
I thought I heard-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I got him these extra small Playboy condoms because it was funny. And then a couple months later, Adam had police investigating his room for a bomb threat.
We can talk about that some other time.
Yeah, that's another-
That's not for today's podcast.
We'll go into that a different time.
That's
but
more of just like
basically
the
he was
school
like,
you go to.
yeah.
You know?
Basically, he was like, Zach, I don't want the police finding the extra small condoms in my room. So can you hold on to these? And long story short, I still have them.
And
Long
Zach,
story
got them
short,
back.
Zach ended up using them.
yeah, I was about to say Zach definitely was like, "Oh
there
shit,
was-
these fit."
Yeah, even if I had them back, I still couldn't use them. Not because they wouldn't fit, but because they're latex.
No,
So, yeah,
he's too scared to try them on
I don't-
because he doesn't want to find out that
Yeah, the
he
truth.
does have the extra small.
You guys are saying this as if I've never used a condom before.
No,
in my
but
life.
like,
He's never used a
but like
I
you
haven't.
know the
I go
medium.
in raw.
You know the mediums are like, they fall off. Like you know it, but you don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the mediums
all
anyway.
because they're too big or too small.
Like, you've gone a couple times, they start rolling up slowly. Every so often, you have to pull them back down.
Just so
I
they
don't know what
don't.
you guys are talking about. I don't even have to roll it down that far. I literally roll it down and it stays there. Right? Right?
I have to wrap it around my balls.
Really?
You guys don't have to like glue two together. Because it's not long
Do you
enough.
have two penises?
No, it's just like
No, you dumb
no,
fuck.
but it just like doesn't roll down. It rolls down like a quarter
yeah.
of the way.
Yeah, for sure.
So I like I crack open.
When are you
another
using
one.
condoms?
Yeah,
he puts them on and he's like, "This is what it'll be like when he's getting the practice. He's getting the 2-finger trick. He rips it, puts one finger on the top, one finger on the bottom, slaps it on, and he's like, "All right, I'm ready." He's ready for that
He's
shit.
You guys don't
practicing.
jerk off with condoms.
You practice with your tactical condom reload just in
I mean,
case.
this might be.
jerk off with like a foot and then both
what the fuck?
There-
just like so massive, like I can't like reach it all.
This might be too much information, but there was a couple nights where I was like, should I see if they fit or not? Like,
contemplating.
I was scared of the result. I was like, if they fit, that's gonna be really funny.
Pandora's
But,
box.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
that will
it's
crush
like
you.
that one guy's cat, Schrodinger's cat. I don't know if these
Schrodinger's
will.
penis.
I don't know if these will fit until I put them on. So therefore, I don't know if they fit or not.
Podcast idea.
So-
we
no,
film Adam putting the extra small condom.
I get super bricked. You guys give me 3 gas station dick pills,
And then
I put them on and I go ah.
and then you donate to the scrungle.
Yeah, I think the reason that birthday was so memorable to me was not the OnlyFans, even though that was really funny.
Yeah.
And also Peyton got me a jar and a Sasuke figure.
I got you the jar, and
No,
he got you the
yeah.
he got you the figure.
Yeah,
it worked out perfect.
Yeah, you got me a jar. And
Zach had the Coomer jar, and then I came in with.
I still have it set up, and the original text he wrote on the outside of the box where it says Sasuke, spelled really badly, is still on there. But I think the reason this is so memorable is because it's kind of the start of when we all started hanging out together, and it was like, oh wow, this is really cool. It's we all started hanging out together. My 17th birthday was the exact opposite.
What even happened?
Nothing.
The fact that we don't know.
Because it was spring break. Everybody was gone.
Swing Bay.
Swing break.
break.
Swing break. Everybody was gone. So what happened was I literally just, I just waited. I just drove around in Salisbury for like 4 hours just waiting for my girlfriend to get off work. And I was just going around places that we had all hung out, but just by myself.
Oh, God.
So I was just like, oh, this sucks. And then that was it.
Yeah, like for our 16th birthday, we hung out for all of our 16th birthdays.
Yeah.
17th, none of us. Not mine, not yours, not yours, not yours.
Yeah,
I think I was like at the beach though on my 17th birthday. So like I was not missing y'all. I'm sorry.
He was like, "This is fantastic."
I was like,
This was better than last year.
Yeah, I wanted to just say that like the 16th birthday was like a big deal because
Yeah.
the meeting right after that, the one we watched the Demon Slayer movie,
Yeah.
that really solidified it. Like that was
that
like,
was when we actually
Oh
started.
wait, no,
right
we
there.
did hang out at Griffin's 17th birthday. That was the airsoft party.
We did. Oh, we can talk about that.
Oh
Yeah.
so now we have to go around the circle.
okay.
We only talked about my birthday. I
Yeah,
mean,
we really talked about your birthday.
oh, we have like 20 minutes left.
Are we
All right, that's enough
So,
time to
yeah.
finish up airsoft, and then we might.
No,
have
we can
like
we
a-
can we can
we
still
can
talk
get through
about
all.
other
We can get through
birthdays.
all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
Run it.
sucked.
Yeah, running.
So my airsoft birthday, I still like airsoft, but I don't really have the equipment to do it. And because I'm 18 and going off to college, I asked, and they shit their pants because they're too up north to understand the difference between an airsoft gun and a normal gun.
Oh, for real.
That was the sound they
That
made.
was them,
For
dude.
you, so when you're going up to like you're in contact with like people you're potentially going to college with, right?
Yeah.
So
They
you're
won't let you bring a gun to like
Airsoft?
your dorm or anything.
Well,
Well, I would assume not.
Which would make sense.
Yeah.
no, that would make sense. But an airsoft gun, like,
But at the same time, I'm still doing it.
well,
He's
anyways.
pulling in the AR.
So I was not surprised, but still a little disappointed because like it's kind of pussy shit because like it's an airsoft gun.
Well, I don't think any college would allow like a weapon like that on campus.
I don't know, Clemson. Like if you go
would.
south enough, I don't think. But anyways,
Just don't tell them.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, anyways, I'm still gonna try and do some airsoft. I might store it at my grandparents because they live near where I go. But I really don't have the time to do it more than I would like to. But at the time, I was 17, so I was like, I got all the time in the world. I did not, but I thought I did.
He did.
Yeah.
So
That's a full year where nobody has any expectations on you.
yeah. So we I got some of my friends. Are we name dropping other people we know?
Yeah, you can. It doesn't
Okay, so we got Nick.
Yeah, we got plug. We got plug.
we got we got Nick, Connor, Scotty, some other people who've done airsoft.
Yeah.
And then we got the 3-4 of us, and then some other people. But it was
Hannah Gibson.
Your ex-girlfriend.
hey, hold on.
I feel like that's an important part of the
Why do
story.
you say hold on? Because it legit was like that's just factual.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you know, it
factual.
just happened.
It was his whole strategy.
It
makes
was your
sense.
girl, your
This
ex-girlfriend.
airsoft rig.
like whether or not you like want to talk about her because like whatever she horrible, but like it was definitely like the major part of your strategy
Yeah.
was the revive station.
Yeah, she was basically just my go-to hero. I'd just be like, oh, I got shot, heal me.
He was using her to boost his KD.
Her and her dad were there, which was crazy. 'cause
Yeah.
Nobody else's dad was there.
I
Yeah.
tried not.
I didn't even know that was her dad at first. I learned afterwards that was her dad, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
that plug was.
But anyway, so, well, a couple funny things happened. My gun didn't keep working because some bullshit. I don't want to talk about it. It makes me sad every time I mention it.
What happened?
Was it a rental?
Okay,
or-
fine, I'll talk about it. I
Yeah,
bought it from Michael.
Oh, you bought it.
From
Okay,
Michael.
yeah.
And it was at a pretty discounted price. I'll give him that.
I remember this.
I got like
remember
4
this.
guns for $300, and they shot when I tested them.
Yeah.
But they clearly were very scuffed and jibbed. You know,
Yeah.
they were fucking bubbered to all hell.
Yeah.
So they don't work anymore. So that's part of the reason I'm discouraged because they're really expensive. And
Yeah.
again, it's not like I can.
Drop $500 on airsoft guns.
And then
when
just
you,
go
like-
up to college and not use
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I don't know anything else to that.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, guys.
That bummed me out, but I ended up using a rental and I did fine. Nick kept accusing me of not calling my shots, but I just had like a fairly puffy sweatshirt and I didn't notice.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to tell when you got shot.
Yeah, it is.
Like I got shot in my hand like three or four times and I felt that, But like other than that, I couldn't really feel when I got shot.
Yeah.
I feel like when all three of us or all four of us were on a team, we did really well.
Yeah.
Like when we were all working together, we fucking slammed, and we were playing against people who do like airsoft like competitively on weekends. You know.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
3-day events.
We have never like played airsoft.
Our
before.
biggest
Maybe
problem
Peyton
was
has.
is like so me and Peyton and you were together a lot, and then Griffin
Yeah.
would run off with Hannah Gibson a lot. But whenever it was like all four of us, we had at maximum 2 working guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had a bolt action.
The way that like the rentals usually are just like in the airsoft scene, everyone knows rentals suck.
Yeah.
And cheap guns suck because they don't work right. But you know, your more expensive guns, they're gonna work more consistently, but they're also gonna have more power, so they're gonna be more accurate. So airsoft is literally a pay-to-win game.
Yeah.
But
And they require more
Yeah,
maintenance,
'cause
which means
one of
you
the-
need more money.
One of the people we were playing with had like 3 guns on him. He had like laser sights, and it's like, dude, I can't compete with that. I have like a sweatshirt on and like this rental gun that they gave me.
Yeah. And they also like we were playing in like pretty close quarters, so
Yeah.
in airsoft you can like change how much pressure comes out of your little like O2 tank, which when it's lower it's gonna feel like it doesn't hurt as much because there's not as much pressure, but you're not gonna be as accurate. So
Yeah.
it's like the rentals, not only do they like suck with accuracy, but they also everything just sucks about them.
And we still beat them.
And we would
still dogging on
win,
them, you know?
bro.
Well,
Slammed.
so
bro.
We eventually started throwing pellets because our guns wouldn't shoot.
Yeah.
So
I remember that.
Scotty's AK just broke straight up.
Yeah.
Like it just did not, like our rentals kind of worked, but they didn't. Like they could function. His just could not function. Period.
Like mine would work. I would say half the time.
Yeah, me too.
It was like 3 shots it would work. 3 shots it wouldn't.
And
you
then
know.
you gotta like try and clear it, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's feeding 12 bullets at once.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would pull out the mag and just a bunch of pellets
Yeah.
would just drop, and I'm like, fuck.
It was
and-
really-
and their mag sucked because people are like, oh, these are like the really crappy spool mags. You gotta keep winding them up, bro. And I'm like, these people are so retarded. Why are we playing against them right now?
No, we were. I think it was right. It was also right after football season ended, so I was fast as fuck,
The
bro.
knife fight guy.
Yeah.
There was just.
Oh yeah.
I don't mean
that
to.
is
I don't
a
mean to
fucking
like
guy.
cut you off, but there
Yeah.
was just some dude like walking around the parking lot with like a plastic knife, and he just wanted to knife fight kids. And
I don't remember
Griffin fought
No,
him.
he was
I
just
did.
like and like
And
this
I fought him,
enormous
too.
autistic guy.
Yeah.
I fought
Yeah.
him. He cooked me.
He did not cook me. I cooked this kid. I don't know if you guys remember it.
I don't remember
And he was
anything.
Like, he was like going for it, and I was just like, so casual, just like boom, one arm, and he's like, oh, that's fine. And he's like, one arm is gone because it's,
Yeah.
you know.
Dude, when I
'Cause
fought
he's
and
him,
then I just like stab him in the chest, and I'm like, okay, here's your knife. Good game.
he was so fucking because I would go after him and he would just back up. And then I went a little too far. He would just go like this on my arm, and I was like, "You are fucking annoying, bro."
Well, see, the issue.
Payne just has that reach.
The issue with airsoft is it can be elitist, and it's also full of either cool dudes that like military lopping, like they know what they're talking about, and they're
Yeah.
just like, oh, I have this cool gear, let's just fuck
and
around.
then there's the autistic kids,
And they-
like Griffin.
Yeah, and they have all the fake gear that isn't accurate, but they
Yeah.
they try and act like real troopers. And then the guys who dress like real soldiers and know the history don't act like real soldiers because they're actual humans and not sweatlords that want to play Call of Duty in real
The
life.
people who play airsoft are the same type of people to read fan fictions about the Legend of Zelda and read fan manga after they finish watching an anime.
Yeah.
True.
So-
well, most of them. Again,
Yeah,
like,
no.
you have to differentiate.
Like the airsoft, like I feel like in theory, airsoft is really cool. Like if it was just like I don't know, the 4 of us and like people that we were like fine with and weren't fucking weird.
Yeah.
Then that would be like a little fun experience. It's like it's like go karting, like a little recreational activity,
Go-karting.
except with guns. But instead, it's just filled with these like try-hard weirdos that just like they. At least in my experience, these people who just try way too hard and they just don't make it. They make it not fun. It's like I paid so much for this gear. It's like, bro, why can't you just play the game?
Yeah, and it's like, it's not even that a lot of these, what's hilarious is a lot of these tryout sweats aren't even in like military rucksack condition.
Yeah,
They're,
no, like
fat ass.
I outperform every single person there physically, and I've never played before.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
outmatch physically like the people who play on weekends, bro. I'm like, oh yeah, I do this every weekend. Like, bro, you suck.
Yeah, but then
Get better.
you get
Yeah.
those guys who do like 3 days, 3 nights, you scream when you're shot, you eat MREs, and it's like real. And those guys, for at least from what I've been told, have actually been the best.
Right.
Like
Like,
they,
who
but
get,
it's like- but,
really
like-
hardcore with it.
yeah,
But it's either the good people or either the people who have never played before or the super hardcore. So it's like,
So here's the segment that we told you about earlier. Surprise attack, the Shyamalan twist, because Adam messed up.
So, this is the part where I was talking about airsoft. I was talking about how airsoft is either like it's only fun either when you have no experience and you're playing with dudes who have no experience, or you're playing with like people who have literally been in the military and are playing to like do like military sims. And I said those were like the only fun type of people, but the majority of airsoft players are like that middle ground who are just like weird.
Yeah.
Who are just like, I want to be in the mid, like, I don't know.
It's like military weebs.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to knock anybody's hobby, but in my experience, the crowd around airsoft has not been very savory, I guess you could call it. I haven't had the greatest experience, but if you like airsoft, that's not, it's whatever. You know?
Yeah, you
That's
should.
your hobby.
If you are thinking about airsoft or you do airsoft, this is not a direct assault.
No, it actually is.
It is. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
actually.
But
You should kill yourself.
but genuinely, like, it's a fun sport. I enjoy it.
Yeah. I had for the amount we played and how good we did. I don't know if we even talked about this, but when we played, we ended up beating the people who played like regularly.
Yeah.
And that was fun.
Yeah. Well, we've shot real guns. So.
Yeah. even though our guns were broken, half of our guns were broken.
Yeah.
Peyton's gun would shoot half the time.
And it was basically a musket. I would be loading, like I would be spooling up the mag, and I'd pull back the receiver.
Yeah.
Like the receiver pull, and it wouldn't shoot. So I'd pull out the mag to re-put it in, and 12 BBs would just come pouring out of the mag well.
Yeah, I remember my gun. We would all essentially have had to hip fire, which was really unfair when we were playing against people who had like laser sights.
Yeah, and scopes.
Yeah, and they were another thing. I don't think we mentioned this in the original podcast. Was those people who have the laser scopes are super fucking tryhards, bro. They're not playing to have fun. They're playing to prove that they are better than you.
Yeah, they're playing to be like, no, when that guy said he fucked my mom in Call of Duty, he was wrong.
He was lying.
He was lying.
So, like, when I would get a kill, I would be like, ha, you're bad. But when they got a kill on me, it's like, yeah, well, it's because you have laser sights and you can see half across the map. Like,
Yeah,
you're not good, buddy.
And they have special masks and stuff that
Yeah.
makes it so that basically it's just like normal sight. Which again, it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, good for them in the
Yeah.
sense of, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's cool tech, but it's very expensive,
yeah.
and it means that when they shoot you, they're like, get on the fucking ground.
Yeah.
You're done. You're
Yeah.
dead. And then when we shoot you, we're like, haha, hit.
Yeah, like, oh, I got him. But my experience with Griffin's 17th
Yeah, it was my 7th.
birthday with airsoft was not the greatest, but I can see the appeal. I can see why people like doing airsoft. The majority of people who do play airsoft are just not the type of people that I think it would be very fun to compete against. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I'm like a big military guy, military history. I'm not like a Miller weeb, but I do like studying it.
Milliweeb is crazy. I was like, what does that mean? And then I got the connection.
I think that's a good tone for them, to be honest.
I guess so. Like, it's like they desperately want to be like military, like
Yeah, but they're too lazy.
military cosplaying, I guess.
Yeah, it's like
role playing.
It's
like,
military role playing, but not like the fun kind where you have ex-military guys or guys that are like kind of rough, because they have fun with it.
Yeah.
You know, they take it seriously, but they can laugh. But when you have those guys that aren't like actually know what they're doing and know that environment and know the culture, they try too hard. They look at like Ghost and guys from Call of Duty, and they're like, that's how every military guy acts.
It's like Call of Duty cosplay, essentially.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like in Call of Duty. So this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, and then real military guys are like the Three Stooges with guns.
Yeah.
But the fake military guys act like the, John Wayne or like
Yeah.
Agent 007.
Yeah, I'm gonna dual wield two giant ass airsoft guns and shoot you in the fucking hand.
But anyways, that's airsoft.
That's airsoft. So next, what we ended up missing, also cutting out, was how Zach never has any birthday parties.
Yeah, he's
didn't-
antisocial.
He is.
He's a-
diagnosed.
Yeah, psychopath.
Yeah, bro's gonna kill somebody.
Definitely, probably.
Yeah.
You might psychoanalyze him at some point.
Yeah, it's crazy. He I don't think he didn't have a 16th birthday party or a 17th or even an 18th. I don't think.
No.
But what? Because he's like, I don't really like doing it. Apparently, breast milk doesn't taste good.
Really?
I listened to it on a podcast. This guy. Okay, so they
Well,
were
I want to try it, so don't ruin it for
They
me.
were talking about. They were reading a tweet. They're like, why would this guy want breast milk ice cream? And then this other guy was like, yeah, I'm a dad, and you have to taste breast milk to see if it's okay. And it's not that great. I actually don't enjoy the taste of it.
Nah, he was fucking and he went for a suckle.
Dude, I would do that.
I would do that. I would do that.
I would do that. Moving on. Jesus Christ.
I'm a tit suckler. Are you a tit suckler, Bob?
I'm more like not a suckler. I'm more like I'm like a leecher. I put my whole mouth around that thing and just pull.
No, that's pretty good though.
Yeah. Anyway, back on topic.
We're too good at this podcast.
Oh my god, this is why it was cut because this is what ended up happening.
So this should be a bonus.
Yeah.
This should be like a bonus episode.
Bonus episode. Me and Griffin talking. But then we got to Peyton's 16th birthday, which is kind of when it was after, because my birthday was when we all like hung out and met each other for the first time, which we might have to just say in another episode.
Yeah, I think we should say that because we kind of went into it, but personally I don't think we went into it as deeply as I think we should.
Yeah, well,
because that was like a big catalyst to all of this.
Yeah. And then Peyton's 16th birthday, Zach got him this hat, this fucking Persona hat that says "Get Smoked." It's from this one kid in Persona 5 who uses a gun.
It's such a stupid hat.
It says "Get Smoked," and then he got him the shirt that says "I lubricate my AR-15 in liberal cum," which has kind of become like a staple in our friend group because we all like I think three out of the four of us all have that shirt. And, like, we all have different pictures of all four of us, like, wearing that shirt. And then he got him these Among Us shorts, and every time Peyton puts it on, you can see the outline of his penis on the red Among Us guy, the imposter.
I swear it enlarges it.
It's crazy. But yeah, that was what
Oh, I got him a Nerf gun because he was the best JRTC shot in his school before that closed down. So as a joke, I got him a Nerf sniper rifle, which completed. Oh, and you got him a fake headset.
I did what I got. I got Peyton a Quest 2 because we would play VR together, and it would just. His experience would be terrible, and he could play like half the games that we could. So we're like, I'll just get him a Quest. Fuck it, I just quit my job. I have money to spare, and then we never played VR together after that point. So, who wasted $300? Nah, who cares? Whatever,
It was the thought that counts.
It was,
the photo of him with a super cheap phone, AR headset, a sniper rifle, a Get Smoked hat, liberal cum, Among Us pants. That really completed the.
Also, you brought over your model like swords and like shields and stuff, and he was holding it, and it was perfect.
It was amazing.
Actually, perfect. The great conclusion to the 16th birthday saga that Zach had put in place in the beginning of the year, and right before summer started. I think it was a great start.
And that was also one of the best summers
we've
ever had. That was amazing.
It was a great summer.
And hopefully we can replicate this summer because
last summer we just didn't hang out.
Well, I was busy going to other countries and shit.
You were booked.
Yeah, I was booked.
So that was my blunder has led to us poorly summarizing what we talked about. It definitely was better when we talked about it.
Oh yeah,
all four of us, a lot funnier. But at least if we end up talking about something and say we didn't talk about, or we talked about that, or we didn't talk about it, at least it's here.
Yep.
We talked about it. We brought it back.
This is called Two Guys, One Mic.
There's two guys, one iPhone SE on a beanbag chair because we don't have the other mic because it's Zach's mic and it is not mine and we're not using OBS.
So this is like a special episode. You guys should feel lucky.
Yeah, you should feel
Appreciate
lucky. Yeah, feel lucky. See you guys later.
Bye.
See you guys later.